Blaze Pizza has me pissed. It's the worst pizza I've ever had inside my miserable existence. Let me tell you what, by the end of this video, their stock market's gonna crash, and I'm gonna have investors jumping off the roofs because a man in his mid-20s is gonna be yelling at his camera for the next 10 minutes. But let me tell you what, if you missed my last video that I uploaded about a month ago, I told the entire world that I hated Papa John's, which I'm correct, Papa John's is horrible. I said Pizza Hut sucks, which is true. Little Caesars takes the cake at being the worst pizza to probably ever exist. Or so I thought. And then I had this memory of Blaze Pizza. Okay, I had Blaze Pizza one time. One single time in my life, and that's 4 years ago. Okay, 4 years ago. And for some reason, as a child, I did drown, and I had to be resuscitated, and that was a more pleasurable experience than dining on some Blaze Pizza, which Blaze Pizza is owned by LeBron James from what I'm hearing, which I got one question. What the fuck does LeBron James know about pizza? That's like when Hulk Hogan was making spaghetti. That sounds like botulism and E. coli had a child. That's something to get to someone on death row. Hulk Hogan spaghetti and LeBron James pizza. Good Lord. God save me. Okay, so here's what it is. I went on Uber Eats 4 years ago, and this is when I was really fat. This is when I was a major fat ass. I was 300 plus pounds, and I had some pudding cups with some chachalitas. And what I did was I opened up Uber Eats, and I went to Blaze Pizza, and I said, you know what? I heard some people say it's bad, some people say it's good. As a New Yorker, I think I'm going to throw my hat and or beanie in the mix and see what's up with this. So I order it. I kid you not. This was the first red flag. I should have known not to eat that shit. It was in my house in less than 10 minutes. I promise you, this place is 30 miles away from my house. In under 10 minutes of clicking confirm order, I got up, I took a piss, I brushed my teeth because it was early in the morning, and then bang, it was at my house. I heard a knock. I was like, whoa, who's there? I thought it was like a mailman or something. Here's your pizza, bro. That right, I should have never devoured that. I grabbed the pizza, I was like, oh, it's pretty awfully fast. This guy's fucking Goku with the instant transmission, but doesn't matter. He probably has like a wormhole gun. So I go over to my, dining room. I put down the pizzas and I ordered 2 pies. The first pie, just normal cheese. Gotta see what the default tastes like. And then the second one, I was like, let me get some garlic powder on that. So I open up this pie. I kid you the fuck not. For a large, this is very not large for a large. It was like this big. It was no bigger than a dinner plate. For a large, this big. And when I took a slice of the pizza, it's like, what do they call those? It's a personal pie. It's a personal pie. A personal pie. It's for me, not for you. Personally for me. What the fuck is that? Just get a slice. I hate that shit. A personal pie? Just get a pie. Alright? A person, this is for me. Hands off. Get the fucking pie. Either get the pie or don't get the pie. Get a slice or don't get the slice. A personal pie. It's not gonna cook the same because it's smaller. You can't put a pie this big in a 500-degree oven with a pie this big. It doesn't work. Good Lord. But anyway, I open up this personal pie of a large. I don't know. It looked like a personal pie. And let me tell you what. The dough was pathetic. The dough was like, you ever been to like, I guess like a Five Below or like a Dollar Tree and you get paper plates? That's what the dough was like a fucking paper plate. It was that thin, and it was actually, for as thin as it was like fucking shoe leather. Okay, you try to grab it, and you're fucking straining your muscles. I popped 2 blood vessels. I kid you not. By trying to pull it, I pulled my fucking shoulders out of their sockets, trying to rip this slice in half. That's for one. And for 2, the amount of tomato sauce, it was almost like they forgot it. The person who put the tomato sauce on a pizza, I swear to you, I wasn't there, but it was almost like he grabbed tomato sauce, shoved it in his fucking nose, and sneezed it on there. It was like these little spritz, this conservative amount of tomato sauce, and the cheese was almost like it was an entire string cheese, not the full stalk, but they peeled off. Oh, this is enough for one entire fucking pizza, and just put it on there. I bit this pizza, and wow. God have mercy. Okay. God have mercy. This was something you could probably buy with EBT. I would not be surprised. If you can go to a Blaze Pizza and get a pie with an EBT card, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure they have coupons too where it's like buy one, get the restaurant free. This shit is horrible. It was so bad. It was so bad it made 7-Eleven look like fucking gourmet. It made 7-Eleven look like Hell's Kitchen. Okay? Not even by comparison. Not even by comparing the two. By just simply being on the exact same fucking solar system. Just by that. You would not need to compare the two. Just by existing, by coexistence. That's how bad this shit was. I just looked at it. I was sad. I was fucking depressed. Ever wake up in the morning and you just don't feel so good? You just feel empty. It feels like someone put a spigot in your back. They turned the knob and he just drained you of your color. You feel like an outline or a drawing of who you truly are. That's what that shit tasted like. And then I opened up my second pie that I ordered with garlic on it. You ready for this one? So, I thought that at a pizza restaurant, they would put garlic powder on my pizza. Okay, you know what they did? They took garlic cloves. Garlic cloves. Little garlic fucking boomerangs. Put the shit all over my... It looked like a North Korean minefield on my fucking pizza of just garlic. I looked at it, and the fucking smell was so strong. I kid you not. My dog was barking from the other room. Started going ape shit or dog shit crazy. I don't know. He smelled it from the other room. I looked at it, and I thought to myself, I had to make sense of it, right? Because that's the first thing you got to do. You can't just rag on something. You got to try to make sense of it. So I thought, oh, maybe the garlic is like aged or like maybe boiled or simmered or they did something to it so it's like, you know, it's not as strong. Because I mean, who would put entire fucking garlic cloves on a pizza? No one would do that. That'd be crazy. How? They put entire fucking garlic cloves on a pizza. Spiked it into the ground like a fucking touchdown. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe the idea. This is what they did. They went into the refrigerator. They grabbed garlic cloves. And some of them bitches still had the skin on it. I don't know, man. That's not good for you. That shit is not good for you. Don't eat that Blaze pizza. You can't do that to yourself. Okay, I know some of you guys are miserable. Some of you guys hate yourselves. You can't do that to yourself, though. That's not okay. You can't do that. No, that is not like that. That's not just the worst pizza I've ever had. Because I've heard the saying like, bad pizza is still good food. This was not bad pizza. This was a fucking death sentence. Okay, this was like a punishment. I didn't know what I did. I probably did something really fucked up around that time. But the point is like that. I good lord. Good lord. I called Uber and I reported them. I was like, listen guys, this pizza was horrible. And I was on the phone with Uber and they were like, what happened? Did your food not arrive? I was like, oh no, it arrived. And I think that's the problem, is that my food arrived, actually. That is the biggest problem that I'm having right now, Uber, is the fact that my fucking food arrived. Oh, is there a problem with the quality? Where do I start? Where do I start? Is there a problem with the quality? It tastes like LeBron James did make it his fucking self. It was his first pizza ever. It was so bad. I can't even put into words. It's one of those things where you have to experience it, and I don't want you to. Don't eat Blaze Pizza. Don't eat it. Just don't eat it. Please. Please don't. I'm pleading with you. I would not feed this to my worst enemies. I would not. Right? Because listen, I'm an asshole, and I would do horrible things to people, but this is not one of them. Okay? This is not one of them. Miserable experience. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Blaze Pizza. Papa John's still fucking sucks, by the way. There was some fucking dumbass in my comment section. Cold Raven, you don't know what you're talking about. Papa John's is good. By the way, I'm not from the United States, and what the fuck would you know? I didn't know you can get Papa John's outside the US, and the fact that you can should tell you all you need to know. If you can get a pizza outside of its place of origin, that tells you all you need to know. They sent you that shit with a drone, and you still ate it up. And they call us the slop eaters of the world. That's what they say about the US. US citizens, they eat anything, many sugars. Look at the fat US citizens. They eat the many sugars and the many fats. Many fat sugars, fat American. Yeah. And you have your fucking tea and your crumpets and shit. And yet, you dine on our worst eateries and call it great. That shit was garbage. I'd rather find you, like, diving in a dumpster with your fucking heels in the air. Sitting there looking for scraps for a bone to gnaw. As a matter of fact, you should gnaw my bone. Absolutely horrible. Another thing was this one other fucking idiot. Little Caesars just totally goated. Yeah. If you don't mind the fucking chemicals that come with it, let me tell you what. You can get a pie for $5. Point proven. What else do I need it? If you can get a pie and a fucking drink for like, what is it, like $6.25? Do you really think you should be putting that in your body? Let's have this conversation. You can get a pie and a drink for $6 and change. Do you really think you should put that in your body? You really think that? You actually think that? You know what? I'll see you in 10 years if you're still around. We'll see what's up. Let's see what kind of condition you're in. It's going to be fucking critical condition. You'll be sitting there with like nose plugs and I'm going to be like, yo, unplug them. Diagnose them with eating Little fucking Caesars. There's one dumbass. I like the breadsticks, dude. Some of you fucking people like the breadsticks from Papa John's and Little Caesars? Are you kidding me? I had a lightsaber fight with them shits. Here's what happened. Anytime I ever got the breadsticks as a kid, me and my brother, we'd fucking clack them together and we would laugh at them because they were so hard. And one time I threw the fucking, I kid you not, this happened. I threw the breadstick, it helicoptered over my brother's head, it fucking went into the wall and it started sitting there like my wall had a cock now. And it was like, I was like, whoa! Had to plaster that. Got my ass beat. Like, what the fuck? Why is there a breadstick in the wall? I do that. And I had to put plaster on the wall. And I got my ass whooped. Don't eat that. It's not good. You guys just be eating anything. That's horrifying. Well, what do you eat? Well, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see that every single day I have fruits and vegetables. I have rice, potatoes, aguacates, kiwis, pomegranates. I be having oranges, cherries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, bananas. I have lean proteins like turkey, low-fat beef. I like to stew chicken a lot. I like a lot of stews. I like carrots. That's what I eat every single day. Just fruits, vegetables, and that's what I eat. Fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins. So you could imagine when I step foot and I grab this fucking bread that's not whole grain, I take a bite in it, and my ass crack cracks from just pulling from the sheer might of whatever this is. It's like I'm having a tug of war with the Incredible fucking Hulk. You could imagine my dismay. So, I appreciate the fact that you're a liar, and I appreciate the fact that you are what is known as a brand loyalist. Because you were able to survive off of Little Caesars as a child, you for some reason think that they're your god. Okay, Little Caesars is not your god. Papa John's is not your god. You're sitting there, yes, you helped me get through hard times with your $1 pies. I'm gonna be honest, yeah, they helped you get through hard times, but after eating that shit, I don't think you got much time left. I don't think you got much time left. Good luck. With that shit being said, Papa John's sucks. Little Caesars is by far the fucking worst. Pizza Hut is not much better. And who takes the cake as the worst fast food pizza? Fast food pizza. Good lord. Fast food pizza should not be fast. And that shit's not food. Imitation pizza. Boya. There we go. That's what it is. There we go. That's what I'm gonna call it. Who takes the cake as the worst imitation pizza? It's gonna go to your boy Blaze. So, Blaze imitation pizza gets a -1. Fuck them. And if you like that, fuck you. I'm your boy Cole Vaven. I'm gonna catch y'all the fuck later. For all those pizzas listed, whoa, 2 thumbs down. Thumb up. Peace. I'm out of here, yeah.